make this garden grow. Everybody, inch by inch, row by row. Gonna make this garden grow. Inch by inch, row by row. Gonna make this garden grow. Inch by inch, row by row. Gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, let us bless these seeds I sow. Earth will warm them from below till everyone, inch by inch. Again, please. Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time has come along. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music of the land. Everybody, inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. Again. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make us strong if we give her loving care. Old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as that feathered bird up there. Everyone, inch by inch. One more time. Now whisper it, inch by inch. Gonna make this garden grow. The garden song.
Good morning. Welcome to First Parish Brewster. We are a Unitarian Universalist welcoming congregation of people of diverse philosophies and beliefs, people of various cultures and races, sexual orientations, gender identities, abilities, and socioeconomic backgrounds. Whoever you are, wherever you are on your path, may this be a place of rest and restoration on your journey. I'm Reverend Jessica Clay, your worship host this morning and also your minister. Happy to be welcoming you to the service today with Twinks Hastings, our Lifespan Religious Education Director, Pat Stover, our worship associate, and our guest musician, Frank Tapa, who many of you know. Frank Tapa was connected to First Parish back when Reverend Jim Robinson was our minister. Currently, he is the music director of the UU Meeting House of Chatham, music teacher at Chatham Elementary School, and just recently accepted a music teaching position at Truro Elementary School. He plays in a number of local ensembles and lives in South Orleans with his son, Isaac. Welcome, Frank Tapa. And many of you know Frank is a very skilled organist, so he will play a few songs after the service if you would like to stay in the sanctuary and listen to a few songs on the organ. Our services are recorded and available on our YouTube channel midweek. We do ask that all over the age of 4 mask while in our buildings. Please, at this time, silence your cell phones. We ask that all wear their name tags or fill out the sticker name tags in an effort to be more welcoming. We also welcome the noises, movements, and mirth that little ones bring to our services. Our services are 60 to 75 minutes long. If you need to leave before then, you're welcome to use the doors at the rear of the sanctuary. For those of you who may be first-time visitors or returning after a long while this morning, welcome. Are there any visitors who would like to introduce themselves? We'll bring a mic to you if you would like to. Okay, hold on one second and we'll bring a mic.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Christina Larson, and I'm a part-timer in Eastham and part-time in Grafton, but I'm a lifelong Unitarian, so I always feel like whatever town I go into, I'm always welcome here. So thank you.
It's true. Welcome. Glad you're here. And we have one over here, Twinks.
Good morning, I'm Kitty Hay. I came here to Sunday school as a child, and my parents were not regular churchgoers, but they dropped us off every week. And I have a home on the Cape, some part-time, and love coming here.
Welcome. Glad you're here. Welcome all. Welcome on this morning, which we make sacred by our presence together. And a big welcome to people streaming. Let's give them a wave. And let's give people out in the garden a wave. Just a reminder that we will be streaming audio in the garden as long as weather permits for those who may be streaming online who would like to come and be in presence of this community but don't want to be inside. In community news announcements, the music potluck for this upcoming Wednesday was canceled, but choir practice is on for 6:30. Many of you saw the announcement that our music director has resigned, but he will be with us for the month of September. So the choir will still sing 2 times in December, and all are welcome at choir practice. It's Wednesday at 6:30. And if you are in need of a potluck, note on the back of your order of service, our all-church potluck and open mic is on Saturday, September the 10th at 4 p.m. on the Winslow House lawn, which the Winslow House is just right around the corner on 124. All are welcome at that. Whether or not you can bring a side dish, main courses will be provided. Main courses, we're talking hot dogs here, people, will be provided. Who's planning on coming to that? Who's on the fence about coming to that? What can we do to convince you? It's going to be a lot of fun. Please do plan on joining in this community event. Big thank you to those who have signed up to bring flowers and provide hospitality for our Sunday morning worship services. For example, today's flowers are by Daniel and Armando Beltran, gorgeous flowers. Our altarpiece is by our worship associate, Pat Stover. If you would like to sign up to bring flowers or hospitality, there are sign-ups at the sign-up table outside, so please do sign up because I think the months of September, October, and November are fairly empty, so please do sign up. After the service today, you're welcome to join us for a brief coffee time on the plaza, and then at 11:30 will be our Memorial Garden service right next door in our Memorial Garden, where we will honor the names of those who have died in the last year who will be put on our memorial, who are already put on our memorial pillar. The Landscape Committee has done a lot of hard work for this service, so please do join us for this sweet service, sweet annual service. Welcome to our service today. It is so good to be together.
When Reverend Jessica picked the topic of nature's abundance for this last Sunday in August, I signed up to be the worship associate because this is a natural fit for me. I'm a gardener. It's a big part of my identity. I love being a part of nature's ever-repeating, oh-so-comforting patterns. Spring is a time of energy, creativity, and hope. Summer, a time of rapid and fecund growth with great anticipation of abundance to come as the summer moves into the autumn and harvest time. Then the vital and necessary retreat into the rest and renewal of winter to prepare ourselves for returning in the spring. This is all as it should be. The last Sunday in August is the perfect time to celebrate abundance. That is, under normal conditions. However, this year I'm having trouble getting myself into a celebratory mood. The only harvest I had this past week was 3 measly, pallid, undersized cherry tomatoes, picked off sunburned plants, bedraggled and barely alive, as I have had to triage what areas of the garden I am watering, and the tomatoes fell outside the care zone. As I read this late summer about the Colorado River drying up and plans to ration water, see video of the great rivers of Europe at their lowest levels ever, and read of continuing development in Western states in spite of an ever-increasing shortage of water, I think about our 7th principle: respect for the interdependent web of all existence of which we are a part. As UUs, we draw on spiritual teachings of earth-centered traditions which celebrate the sacred circle of life and instruct us to live in harmony with the rhythms of nature. But the rhythms of nature, as we are all aware, are changing due to human-made climate change. We can now expect drought to be an ever-increasing part of the changing climate picture, even in areas like ours. I want you to know that I've been on the bandwagon for years about getting rid of the lawn and our obsession with it. All that fertilizer, all that water, having to mow it so often, usually with a gas-powered mower. Let's get rid of it and replace it with drought-tolerant plants, hopefully with lots of natives in the mix. When we received notification of the latest water restrictions in the town of Yarmouth, where I live, I was gratified to see them. They say, water conservation measures in place. Use of automatic irrigation systems is prohibited. And lawn watering is restricted to handheld only, 1 day per week, before 9 and after 5. And flower beds, shrubs, and vegetable gardens can be watered any time. Way to go, Yarmouth. I was actually cheering when I read about this. With the encouragement of the enlightened Yarmouth water restrictions and other things like the efforts to address climate change and the just passed Inflation Reduction Act, this late August, I can overlook the meager harvest and celebrate instead these signs of hope, no matter how small they may be. They say to me that we are at least on a path to moving toward living more in harmony with the changing rhythms of the natural world.
My solo this morning is based upon Voltaire's Candide, and the main character goes through many arduous journeys, but in the end feels that the best thing is for each of us to tend our own garden.
I've been a fool, but aren't we all? Please come and be my love, and let us try before we die to make some sense of life. We're neither pure, nor wise, nor good. We do the best we know. Let's build our house and chop our wood and make our garden grow, and make our garden grow. I thought the world was sugar cake, for so the master said. But now I'll teach my hands to bake our loaf of daily bread. We're neither wise nor pure nor good. We do the best we know. Let's build our house and chop our wood and make our garden grow and make our garden grow. Let dreamers dream what worlds they please. Those Edens can't be found. The sweetest flowers, the fairest trees are grown in solid ground. We're neither pure, nor wise, nor good. We do the best we know. Let's build our house and chop our wood and make our garden grow and make our garden grow.
Our chalice lighting this morning is Faith in Summer by Ellen Hamilton. In faith together we light this small scrap of light, symbol of Grandfather Sun's enormous power, whose energy burns so brightly in these days of deep summer, catapulting the leaves and vines, vegetables, flowers, and fruits to astonishing size, lengths, and heights, spilling over the tops of cages, walls, and trellises, delighting and nourishing all beings. We bask in the warmth and the heat of these days with lightened hearts and quickened senses, in gratitude and in faith. Please rise in body or spirit for our opening hymn, number 207 in the gray hymnal, Earth Was Given as a Garden, and remain risen for our affirmation.
We believe in truth.
The quest for truth is the sacrament.
We believe in helping others.
And service is our prayer.
We believe in the sacredness of life.
To the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with the divine.
Please be seated. So, our story this morning is a little different. It has similar vibes to our normal tales in that there is a moral, and as always, there's some kind of problem and some kind of people trying to fix it and some kind of people making that hard to fix. No donkeys, no lifeguards, but otherwise, familiar parts. However, the moral and what the answer is kind of up to you today. So pay attention to the people in this story. So the story is set in a village, a community, where there was trees planted, peach trees, and this was the main source of food for these people. And the area was pretty barren, but these trees provided enough for this community if everyone only ate 2 peaches a day. So that was the rule. And it was a very enforced rule, very strict rule. Everyone knew 2 peaches a day. And so for many, many years, they lived by this rule, and everyone had just enough to survive. And then, as the years went by and the climate shifted, the trees began to produce more and more peaches. And yet, we stuck by the 2 peaches a day rule for everybody. And so, after a while, the trees began to produce more and more peaches. So there were peaches in abundance.